It's another day on the messy farm, and today we're picking pears. I've got my son Caleb, my neighbour John, and my old mate Mick out here helping. We're filling these bins pretty quickly, but there's one big problem. Our cool room is broken. So right now we've got nowhere to store all these pears. I'm frantically calling around to see if any of the neighbours have room in their cool rooms for us. And as usual, there's a whole heap of other jobs that need doing out here as well, so we'd better get to work. Before we get started, we had to fit a new canvas bag on the picker.
How many blokes does it take to put a bag on a cherry picker?
3.5. We heated up a few nails, pushed them through the canvas and bolted it all together. If this thing's going to hold close to 100 kilos of pears, we need to make sure she's properly secured.
I'm going to make the craziest montage out of this, make it look like it just pulled into a pit stop. Just
It's got to go like...
Try this bugger.
okay.
Drivers, start your engine!
Harvests like this are always easier with a good crew. It's great having everyone out here helping us and giving us a hand. It was Mick's first crack at picking pears, so there was a bit of a learning curve.
Does it look right? Yeah. I don't want to get laughed at. No, you won't get laughed at here, mate, as long as it can work. Oh no, I'll get laughed at, no worries.
Just on the internet, mate.
Hey?
Just on the internet.
Yeah.
Poor Mick couldn't work out why his bag wasn't filling up. Turns out the bottom was open the whole time.
Didn't even fill it. You got it open, mate. Hold it.
That's why they didn't fill it. They're all falling out the bottom. The pears were coming off quicker than we expected, which was a great problem to have, if you've actually got somewhere for them to be stored. By this stage, we'd filled up a heap of bins, and I was still waiting to hear back from the neighbours. It's 33 degrees out here at the moment. If we couldn't find somewhere to keep the fruit cool, they'd start to spoil, and would lose this year's pear harvest. The new picking bag's going good. Sophie from Springbrook stitched it up under her house with an industrial sewing machine. It's nice having something that I know is not going to break, and especially being able to use the cherry picker and the picking bag on the front of the cherry picker makes things a lot better. A picking bag takes probably 20 or 30 kilos of pears. You know, that over your shoulder is a lot of weight, especially going up and down a ladder. And then having this on the front of the cherry picker, it can take, I think, maybe 80 or 100 kilos of pears. So super grateful that Sophie's been able to do that for us. So I really like picking the pears because they're so easy to do. You literally just lift them up. There's a nice, satisfying snap, and then off they come. After a full day picking pears, we worked up a decent appetite. So we headed into the veggie garden to see what we'd have for dinner. Fun fact, every potential kernel on a cob of corn has its own strand of silk. If one of those doesn't get pollinated, that corn kernel never develops.
That's good.
Caleb?
How do I break it off? Right?
I'm going to try to get... Oh, this one here.
That's alright.
Got another... Oh, they're big.
They're beauties. Okay, so what do we got now? 1, 2...
Yep, we got 8. Now we'll help Uncle Tim and Auntie Catherine get some corn.
Yeah, okay, look.
Yeah?
Cucumbers? Do we want cucumbers?
Cucumbers are...
Cukes?
Just up there.
Do we want cuke?
What's that, tomato?
Yeah, big tomato.
Nice. How good.
Sorry, the pink and
White one here.
How'd you go, Caleb? Good shot?
Good.
They're beautiful. That guy. It doesn't get much better than finishing a day's work, cooking up food you've grown yourself and sharing it with your friends and family. Did you know that you do that with stuff out of the freezer from the cryovac?
What's the trick?
Anything that's come from the freezer that's cryovac, any meat, you just give it, once it's defrosted, you give it a quick wash and pat it dry, and it gets rid of that gamey kind of flavour that sort of happens when they're in a cryovac bag. We'll have to fight over the last steak.
Oh, that's the way I'll have it.
Good corn.
Yes.
Really good.
Good thing we've got 2 big pieces each. Oh yeah, wedge-tail eagle. Is it an eagle or is it a great egret? That's not the only thing hanging over our heads. We still don't have anywhere to store all those pears, and I haven't heard back from the neighbours yet, which is starting to worry me.
So Caleb, before you were pretty excited to get back out here and pick. Do you just love picking pears, do you?
Yeah, it's fun.
I heard it's because
I also want to go to the pool.
you also what?
I want to go to the pool.
Can't go to the pool till the pears are picked?
Yeah.
That explains it. Nothing like the promise of a swim afterwards to get the kids motivated. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of fruit fly this year, and it started on our 5th and final pick for the apricots. We actually ended up not picking the last lot of apricots. We had a huge crop, and we sold the first 4 picks, but by the 5th pick we had a lot of fruit fly coming in, and what's happened is those fruit fly, a lot of them have gone out and got to the ground and then pupated and come back out, and they've been coming through and stinging the pears. So we've had to pull a lot of pears out, unfortunately, due to the fruit fly. So yeah, that's pretty rough. And we've got the traps out, we've got the baits out, you know, they're all working, but it's just, this year's really hard for fruit fly at the moment. There we go. There's a pear that's got fruit fly in it. It's all soft and bruised. Fruit fly grubs inside there. And I will smash it on the ground, let it get some sun, start killing the fruit fly larvae, and then we will come back through and pick those suckers up and get all of that fruit off the ground to get rid of the fruit fly. Because the next step for them is to go from the pear as a little grub, they go into the ground, pupate, turn into a fly, and then emerge from the ground and come and sting more fruit and just go round and round in circles like that. We had a bit of a scare when Caleb pulled one of the picking bins and one of the boards gave way.
I think he was all right. He just landed on that part of his shoulder.
Yeah, I saw he looked like he rolled off here. Yeah. It was more of a roll than a straight up fall. But he was standing, I think he was standing there trying to pull the bin over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he did a backflip in the reverse tuck.
Thankfully, he was fine. He got back up and bounced back pretty quick. Once we fixed that one, we thought we'd better go through the rest while we're at it. The cabins are coming along really well. We've had heaps of people asking about them, so we'll definitely put together a proper video once they're finished and let people know when they can come and visit. 2 shelves. We're picking tomatoes. John's going to do the narration on this one.
You don't have to stroke these as much.
Not like the zucchini. So James is missing out on a job right now. So we're picking them with a little bit of colour on them because it's only the first or second pick, but how far do you reckon, John, before we have the full pick? Next week. And that's going to be pretty hectic, so we just want to get some of them off, start drying them, and then after that we will make passata. We made passata alright. After our first attempt, we spent days crushing these tomatoes, and we've just got them out of the boilers. Hear that? None of the safety seals have gone off. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but we have hundreds and hundreds of litres of passata. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. This time we got the boys and some friends together and had another crack. They're all Romas, but they're different types of Romas. They're all old heirloom varieties. Beautiful tomatoes. And you end up with these black finger tips from picking tomatoes. And John says the only way to get that off is to wash your hands with a green tomato and fresh water. If you use soap, it'll stay there for weeks. And I made that mistake a couple of weeks ago. I had black fingers for weeks. So there we go. A tomato harvest. Made it. Before we wrapped things up, we jumped back into the veggie patch to pull a heap of purple onions. Beautiful colour. Yes. Once we got the onions out, we had to lay them out properly to dry so they could store well.
Yeah. And someone can take the part out of one, maybe. Is this going to sit in here? Yeah, should do. It's the right thing. A bit of an angle. You swing yours around, mate, and you should be right. Which way? In. Yeah, she's in. She's in.
Finally, one of our neighbours has got back to me and offered us some space in his cool room. It couldn't have come at a better time. What a massive relief, knowing we'd finally found somewhere safe to store our harvest. The plan was to load everything up and get it across in one trip.
So were you able to get two crates on the back of the ute or what?
No.
What happened?
The suspension bottomed out, couldn't handle it, so we had to take them back off. So we'll have to do 2 trips. Luckily it's the neighbour's place, so it's only, what, K&a-half drive, so that's fine. We'll do 2 trips, 1 bin on the little trailer and 1 bin on the back of the ute. So we didn't get as many pears as I had hoped. I sort of thought we'd have about 6 bins worth, but because the fruit fly got into them early, a lot of the fruit fell on the ground, and we probably lost a bin, maybe 2 bins to fruit fly on the ground. Hang on, I'll just get this. Our little Nashi pears are ready.
Nice.
There we go.
Thank you.
They're so damn good.
Oh yeah. It's juicy as.
So we're now heading up the driveway from Belvedere Orchard, who are our neighbours, and they grow gala apples. One thing I really love about farming out here is the sense of community. We might all be in the same business, but we're not out here competing with each other. Farming's challenging enough as it is, and when you hit one of those tough patches, it's pretty special to be surrounded by neighbours who are willing to help and give you a hand. It makes all the difference. A huge thanks to the boys for all their help with the harvest, and of course our neighbours for coming to the rescue with the cool room. We managed to sell hundreds of boxes of pears and turn the rest into our juice. So a massive thanks to everyone who supported our little farm and for all the beautiful feedback. And if you've been enjoying following along, we really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. It genuinely makes a massive difference and helps us keep sharing stories from life here on the farm. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.